This is Luis Sando of Boxing.com here with Freddie Roach. Freddie, big fight for Miguel Cotto coming up, a chance to make history. How's everything been going, especially him fighting as a middleweight for the first time?
It's going great. I mean, we've had some great sparring. You know, we've had some good southpaws. We've had a couple of 47-pounders in there for speed. We've had a couple of light heavyweights for strength. Whatever Martinez brings to the table, we're ready for. You know, I know he's fast and he's a good runner. But if he decides to run, we will cut the ring off. We will control the ring. And he's very fast. He's very speedy and so forth. He's a great athlete, yes, but he's not a great fighter. He's not a great boxer. He has no defense whatsoever. And I think we're going to knock him out inside of 4.
Good prediction, Freddie. You know, when I talked to you before, when you first started working with Miguel, you said you could picture him going down to 147, but here we are, him going up to 160. You know, is that something that changed? Do you still feel he could be effective at 147? It was just a good opportunity he couldn't pass up right now?
No, you know, I found that you know, making weight is like not the best thing in the world for fighters. He had more comfortable at a weight. He's happy at the weight. He's training me much more. Everything comes a lot easier, you know. The thing is, I think 60 probably. This will be our only fight at 60, but then we'll go to 54 after this, and you know, there's some good names out there after this that we could fight because this definitely isn't our last fight together.
You know, he fought a fighter similar to Martinez as far as size and height, Austin Trout. You weren't in his corner for that fight. Now you are. Do you think you guys could overcome the size disadvantage again? Or what will be different this time?
Well, the thing is, he didn't show up for that fight. I asked him, what the hell was wrong with you? You didn't even throw a left hook to the body once. Yeah, so I was, he just told me, hey, the training camp wasn't going well. And that's why I'm here and the other guys aren't. And we have a good rapport together. He's a much better fighter now. He's much smarter. He's even at this stage of his career, he's learning, he's getting better at it. His left hook is much more refined than ever. And I'm just really happy about how disciplined he is and how his work ethic is so great and how he listens to me. And he just he's a great guy to work with.
Let me ask you about another guy you work with, Manny Pacquiao, of course. Talk to me about the Marquez-Alvarado fight. What did you think of that fight, and what do you think of a fifth fight with you guys and Marquez?
Well, you know, that's something I would like. I thought Marquez looked good in the fight. He fought well. He looked a lot stronger in that fight than he did in his last fight. But I don't hear any negotiation going on about that fight. They're asking me about other opponents right now. So they asked me, like, who we want to fight next. I said, I'd like to fight Danny Garcia. But the thing is, so I think that'd be a great fight for Pacquiao. But, you know, they're throwing that at me. So I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But I think his next fight will be in China. And but opponent-wise, we haven't locked anyone down yet.
You know, they keep throwing the name Ruslan Provodnikov out, a guy that you train. I know it's a conflict of interest for you. How do you feel about that, them continuing to bring up his name, and is there a plan in place if that does tend to happen, if that fight happens?
Well, his promoter came to me and asked me, will you please let that fight happen if they ask you to do it? I said, well, if that's what you want, we'll do it, but, you know, he's going to split me and Ruslan up. He's going to get a new trainer and so forth, and if they... You know, I'd like to see him make the payday, though. So if they decide to do that, it's not dead. It could happen, yes.
You know, we see Top Rank and Golden Boy making kind of a progression and thawing out that Cold War. I saw you mention Danny Garcia. What are your thoughts on that ending and any fights that you guys would want from that other side?
It'll bring boxing back to the best sport in the world, and it's what we need. It's like all this like feud in between is all bullshit. Just negotiate the deal. I don't care if I'll make a deal with the devil if I have to. I mean, you know, if it's a good deal, it's a good deal. I mean, that's my outlook. Personality shouldn't get involved in negotiations.
Last question, Freddie. I saw that Manny's team is going to want testing if they fight Marquez. Are you on board with that as well? Is that your feelings as well?
Yeah, I think so. I think we, I don't know about the pimples, you know? Yeah, 40, I'm not so sure, but, you know, I get in trouble if I say something, so I'm going to leave it alone, and I just wish Marquez the best of luck.
And last question, Freddie, just give me a final prediction on this fight. What are we going to see from Miguel Cotto that we probably haven't seen before in this past fight?
Well, you're going to see a fast start, and you know what? This guy's not going to last 4 rounds.
Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate it as always. Thank you.
Thank you very much.